오늘은 여러분들께 기쁜 소식을 전해드리고자 이렇게 인터뷰를 하게 되었고요. YG에서 처음으로 걸그룹을 발표했던 것이 성공했던 것이 투애니원이었었죠. 투애니원 멤버들이 투애니원의 15주년을 기념한 콘서트를 열어보고 싶다라는 의견을 저한테 전달을 했고요. 올해 안에 투애니원의 공연을 성사를 시켜보자라는 즐거운 만남의 자리를 가졌습니다. 10월 초에 서울을 시작으로 11월 말하고 12월 달에 오사카하고 도쿄에서 공연장을 지금 부킹해 놓은 상태고요. 이제 앞으로 차차 스케줄을 조율해야 되는 상황이 있습니다. 이번 공연은 굉장히 남다를 거라고 생각해요. 투애니원과 함께 자랐던, 그 음악을 듣고 자랐던 세대들이 추억을 함께 공유하고 있잖아요. 그리고 투애니원 같은 경우는 정말 히트곡이 어마어마하게 많은 친구들이라 모든 스태프들과 함께 열심히 노력해서 성공적인 공연을 만들어 내고 싶습니다.
내년 계획 혹시
내년이요? 내년 계획이라고 할 것까지는 없고요. 내년에는 굉장히 많은 가수들이 동시에 활동하지 않을까라는 생각이 좀 들어요. 가장 많은 분들이 기다리는 블랙핑크의 컴백이 있을 거고요. 예. 또 블랙핑크의 월드 투어가 시작이 되는 해이기도 하고요. 예. 그리고 베이비몬스하고 스테이저는 월드 투어가 시작됩니다. 올해 12월 말에 또 위너의 송민호 군과 강수영 군이 제대를 해요. 또 악뮤도 있고 또 투애니원도 공연을 또 내년까지 글로벌 투어를 이어가게 될 거고요. 가칭 넥스트 몬스터가 지금 대기하고 있거든요. 그래서 이 친구들을 팬 여러분들께 소개를 해드리고 싶어요. 많은 YG 가수들이 많은 팬 여러분들과 함께 할 수 있는 시간들을 만들어 보도록 하겠습니다.
기대해 보겠습니다.
네네, 열심히 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? It's your girl here, Nealia. Welcome to the channel. So yes, you heard it. You've been hearing about it. I was shocked. I'm surprised, but yes, 281 is going back to YG. I know the history of 281 because I love these girls' swag. They, their whole style. Love how the way they sing and dance. Yes, I love me some 281. So when I heard this, I was like, wow, they're going back. Because I know the history of 281. I used to watch their, 281 TV on YouTube. Yes, that's how much I don't want to admit it, but I am a huge fan of them. I am. So yeah, 281 is reuniting with the world tour. The group disbanded in 2016. I didn't even have to read that. I knew that they disbanded in 2016. And we're going to talk about that. I want to first start off and say that if you're new to the channel, I do reaction videos to K-pop channels. To K-pop videos as well. And I do commentary. I like doing both. So, yes. But back to this, to this topic. We're going to break it down a little bit. I'm not going to go into too many details, but I'm going to talk about the things that alarmed me when it was around this group, because they were mistreated. I'm gonna put it out there. They were mistreated by YG. Now, why they disbanded, we're gonna first start off with Minzy. I'm gonna read a very long interview that Minzy had did. I think it was with the Billboard, but yeah, we're gonna get into that right now. So I'm gonna list all these articles down below, but this is by the Billboard. So it says Minzy opens up about depression, harmful thoughts, and how fighting for myself forced her to leave 281. The first time Minzy visited Los Angeles, the singer-dancer was in town for a first of its kind K-pop concert with her girl group 281, as well as some studio time with will.i.am. Her latest trip is equally star power with the debut performance of new solo singer at Al Gore's 24-long climate reality live stream program, rehearsals with a new dance crew, and more studio time. What's changed, though, is her mindset. She's gone from a confused teenage pop star to a mature young woman who's looking to take what she's learned from tough celebrity lessons and offer a path of inspiration and guidance. Before making her mark in the K-pop scene, elementary school year-old Minzy was first recruited to YG Entertainment, the powerful Korean super label that helmed acts like Big Bang and Blackpink, and was home to Psy when he broke internationally after videos of her dance skills went locally viral. Minzy says the label originally planned to debut her as a solo artist, but the company's forthcoming girl group 281 lacked in the dance department. Despite the K-pop hopeful training longer than eventual bandmates CL, Bom and Dar, Minzy was added as the final and youngest member for their 2009 debut. Today, in her room at a downtown Los Angeles hotel, Minzy looks cozy as she sits in a lounge chair in a bright pink hoodie. She comes across as a friendly and approachable, answering nearly every question with an adorable eye smile. But the star knows that 4 years of waiting for her professional life to start at age 15 stunned her personal growth and social skills. I didn't know how to have relationship with people, she reflects. Since I was so young in such a controlled environment, I never learned how to socialize. I really didn't have a normal childhood. I never went out to play with other kids. I was just training and everyone was older than me. With a fierce hip-hop inspired style and avant-garde look, 281 stuck out from peers like Girl Generation and Wonder Girls. It went on to make a major impact in the K-pop industry. By the time of the 2016 disbanding, the group had accumulated nearly a dozen number one hits in Korea, became the only Korean females to play solo arena shows in America, collaborated with will.i.am and Jeremy Scott, and held a slew of Billboard chart records, including years as a highest charting and best-selling K-pop album in America. Despite their success, 281's appearance were belittled by a harsh Korean public, often critiquing their visuals, the girls giving backhand compliments, and the group once sharing on television that the YG CEO Yang Hyun-Suk called them really ugly on multiple occasions. She doesn't throw any barbs at her former label, but notes all of this became a major mental weight for a young Minzy who could only read Korean comments despite growing international and more forgiving fan base. People, netizens, were critiquing the fact that, we were not the prettiest group, she says. We were the ugly group. I didn't know how to process that. I held it in. It was tough. As a group, we pretended it was not a big deal and tried to forget about it, but you can't forget about it. It's tough. I was trying to keep up with the other girls in the group in terms of maturity, but when you're up against these girls who look like models and you're doing something different, cool, but different, you deal in a different way. With success came challenges with extended beyond her professional life, citing a lack of national support system that only magnified with the increasing pressure of celebrity. Minzy says depression and harmful thoughts plagued her throughout her teenage years. She hit her lowest points when she was 16 and 17 around 281's Can't Nobody, I Am the Best and Ugly era for fans familiar. What eventually came was a confusion of where her passion laid. I would go on stage and everyone was so supportive. They loved me, she says. Then when the stage was done, I would be in the hotel feeling so empty. Life like just a stage. I didn't know what was my life about. I wasn't sure if life was better as a performer or if life would be better just alone. It was just a contrast. But I never had the time to figure out how to balance both being on stage and being alone. This was 281's heyday in Korea with 5 number one singles, one of 2010's best-selling albums via their To Anyone full length, and the 2011 release of their new signature single, I Am the Best, that remains their most watched video with 250 million YouTube views. But Minzy also cites professional disappointment throughout. She was preparing and recording a solo album scheduled ahead of I Am Best, but that got pushed back and eventually scrapped due to an issue with a different artist and company. There wasn't enough focus to finish my stuff, she says, of the management style where every company release required all hands on deck. They kept delaying it, and then when it comes to basically everything else, you don't know the details. Longer hiatus in between 281 albums meant less quality time with her bandmates. She calls them her sisters to this day. We are all homebodies, so really just being at home watching TV were the best moments, she says of CL, Bom, and Dar. Those memories were very cozy and warm to me, at least. Maybe because I was so young, but the world was quite a strange place to me. So those moments are close to my heart. The family feel was more important to me than the fame. But as it took longer and longer for our albums to come out, we would really commit when it was time to plan for the album. As everyone started doing their own thing, I was having less time with them. In South Korean society, mental illness is seen as taboo. Though the country suffers the highest self-harm rate in the world for children ages 10 through 19, the country focused on public image and lack of communication on such issues rendered Minzy unable to find help with her depression. In Korea, mental illness is seen more as stop being sad, not something actually acknowledged. Where she did find a resource was in Teddy Park, who was mainly responsible for producing a majority of 281's discography, and encouraged her to hold on to her Christian faith as a positive from her pre-fame life. Since I was the youngest, he would try to encourage me, he says. He would say things like, I know you're depressed and struggling with your depression, but you believe in God and you're going to get through this. I have good memories of him. I'm really thankful for Teddy and see him as a good person in my life to remind me to keep going even when depression was at its worst. Minzy's breakthrough came by connecting with Christianity in her late teens, which led her to finding resources and finally people opening to talking about her mental health. I was struggling emotionally intensely at 16, 17, and no one knew about it, she shares. There was a point where I would just avoid people. People didn't even really know I was struggling. I was just alone. When I was 17, 18, I basically met God. I found my faith. That was a major change in my life. The people with the same faith, that same encouragement came into my life and were able to speak very bodily into my life. It was like, oh, you just have to get better. It was, we understand it's a struggle. It's okay to struggle and it's okay to feel bad. But let's think about it. Deal with it and have faith. I held onto that. When she decided to depart 281 and YG Entertainment in 2016, Minzy said it was the first step in figuring out if performing was her true path. I needed some time to deal with my depression, find my own way, and decide if this was really I really wanted to do, she explains. It was something I was doing for so long, but it was so hard to maintain. I had to find my own direction, and the only way to do that was by leaving the group and fighting for my own will. I was wondering, what is my life about? The next step was putting herself first. She signed with a small label, The Music Works, which helped put out her Minzy Work 01 EP that hit number 2 on Billboard's World Chart last year. She surrounded herself with people who support her and ventures like Ashley Choi, whose previous clients include Justin Timberlake and Jay Park, who handles global management and his best friend. These changes allow her to set new goals both personally and professionally. Leaving 281, it's not about leaving or breaking up the group. It's that I fought for myself, my own future, and what I wanted. She reflects on her own now solo journey. I finally choose something for myself. I did feel pressure and a burden when going solo, but it was a good burden. Looking ahead, Minzy wants to incorporate mental illness resources and support for those dealing with similar issues into her upcoming tours in a similar vein to Demi Lovato, offering free mental health course counseling throughout her 2018 Tell Me Your Love Me tour. I want to help people who are struggling as someone who has struggled, overcome, and taken control of my mind and heart, she says. I want to share the love I feel from my faith and from my music to let people know they too are loved and there is love for them. Minzy's choosing to speak out about her journey comes when almost exactly a year ago, Chinese Jung-hong died suddenly in late 2017. His passing grew as a self-harm struck her. That reminded me of my old self and I could understand why he wanted to escape, she says, before hoping her words can make a difference in K-pop's future. I want to let young and newer idols know that success in idol world is just as important to what you need to live up to as a person. With her music embracing a global mindset, latest single All of You Say is in English and boasts reggaeton vibes, and seeing a higher purpose and speaking openly about mental health. Minzy says her path is clear and rich with experience that have helped her in battle and growth as an artist, advocate, and woman. The longest pause she takes to answer during the conversation comes when she considers who she was then and who she is now. As I've come into my own, I am a different person, she confidently declares. I have experienced pulling through, seeing things, she says, before thinking again back to her past life. I want to help that woman. So it basically lets you know down below if you know anyone who has, unalivened thoughts, you can call the, self-harm hotline and find resources in your country. So she brought out a lot in this interview, which I already had knew about Korea because and a whole and I see that it's still getting worse. There is a lot of people over there unaliving themselves, and I do see that they have a certain beauty standard, because that's too is very important with this when you talk about K-pop groups, is the beauty standards, the self-harm. It's really a huge problem over there. I've been saying this, and every time I open my mouth about this, it seems like people are offended. We all know who those people are. They're offended when I say it. I got called out about this several times, when I talked about Hawaii's Jessie, or I can't pronounce her name, but I showed the three women. I talked about them before. These women, about their looks, about their bodies, and about the beauty standards. From my knowledge, is skinny and pale is the look over there in Asia. When you say this, people get offended. I don't know why people get upset, but this is the look that they push, is skinny and pale. The skinnier you are, the more pale the more popular, more famous you're gonna get over there. For me, and for international people, we have a different beauty standard, and to us, that is sick. To me, that's sick. And that will mess with somebody's mind. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, America doesn't have their own beauty standard. They do. And women do over here do plastic surgeries as well, which I'm all for. If you want to go do plastic surgery, go ahead. But as for me, I'm just letting you know, the person who's on the outside looking in, it looks like you're not happy with your body. You're not happy with who you are. So you're trying to change it. That's basically what plastic surgery is all about. You're changing something that you don't like. Remember, this is something that's a part of your body. So, and we're going to talk about that later on when we get to another member of the group. But she's letting you see what she went through. She went through depression. She wanted to have her own, do her own thing. She wanted to have her own solo career, and it was pushback. And, not only that, she was the youngest out of the group, which I did notice she was the youngest because everyone else was a lot older than her. So that's a lot of pressure on her. And I'm happy that this was back in 2018 when she did this interview, just to let you guys know, it was with Billboard. But I'm happy that she opened up about this, and I'm happy that she talked about this, because I knew this. And when you used to say anything about this, people used to eat you up alive. I said that there is something, because I noticed it with the K-pop stars, and then I noticed that, I see this with the Korean actors, and then I noticed that this is actually a problem over there in Korea. So it's really sad that people will deny this. And like Minzy brought it out, and I'm so happy she brought it out. That's why I wanted to read this long paragraph, because I wanted you guys to see that before I get into 281, I wanted to bring this out. Like, this is the reason why she left the group. It's too much pressure. It's just too much pressure to be a K-pop star. And I'm happy that she found herself. So let's go on. But YG Entertainment reportedly gave up on 2NE1 as it was unable to control a member. Blackpink's debut was allegedly brought forward as a result. So this is talking about 2016. Like, everything happened so abruptly. And we're going to talk about how CL found out that how she learned about it was in a surprising way. We're going to discuss that. All right. So down here, it was revealed by a YouTuber, former entertainment reporter Lee Jin-ho made several claims about the nature of 281's disbandment back in 2016. Lee's remarks come after an interview with former member CL had gone viral in South Korea, in which she revealed she had found out about the group's disbandment through news. Lee alleged that following Minzy's then departure from the group and label, the three remaining members of 281, CL, Park Bom, and Sandara Park, had planned to move forward as a trio with a new album. However, these plans were eventually scrapped. Although the trio's comeback track and album recording were allegedly completed, Lee said that the insiders claimed YG Entertainment dropped the project because it had a difficult time controlling one member at the time. And I believe that was Minzy, which we just talked about. This is the video here if you want to go see it. But yeah, I want to bring that out. That's how they found out that it was disbanded. They didn't even tell them. They found about it on the news. There have been things that was said, by this man here. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I believe his name is Hyun-Suk. Criticism of his female idol's appearance resurfaced following his resignation. Fans have been disappointed with the comments he has made. Down here, someone brought out he called 281 ugly in various seasons of 281 TV, which I know this because I used to watch it. Even CL, who doesn't complain much, had mentioned on national TV how YG kept calling them ugly despite being a GG wash strong heart. He may not encourage them to do PS, but he insulted them enough to imply they need one. You know, which is plastic surgery. YG came to a concert rehearsal once. When we do a rehearsal, we don't put on any makeup. He looked from afar into the screen and said, "Ah, you're really ugly." In front of all the staff, I was a bit disappointed. This is with them without the makeup. I've seen them without the makeup. To me, I thought they looked beautiful, but apparently to him, they were ugly without the makeup. So I said this, and this really did piss people off. I talked about this because I talked about Blackpink and Accepta. Because Accepta, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it, but I said that Accepta was copied, it's like a copy and paste, or they're influenced by Blackpink. And I said Blackpink is like influenced by 281. And I said the reason why I said this is because this is what this guy said. He said, I tried to make the YG version of a girl group like I did with 281. But this time I want the girls to look pretty too with the skills. I remember bringing this out. I had people that was literally upset with me. They told me to go get a hobby, which I have a hobby, which is YouTube. They told me to go get a job. I have a job in real life, out in the real world. Telling me to do all kind of things, which I already done. And it's like, y'all get so angry when the truth comes out that he pretty much replaced 281 with Blackpink. People been saying this for a long time, and then y'all Blackpink fans get mad. I don't hate Blackpink. I think they are a beautiful young lady, and I think they got their own swag, their own style. They made it their own. So I don't know why y'all have so much hate towards the people who bring out the truth. But anyway, y'all want to see this article, I'll put the link down. I'm put all these links down here below in the description box so you can see for yourself. There was another thing too with CL. There's videos, like I state, where I don't see a lot of the clips or anything like that. Like, it's really hard to find it. Because when I went to All K-Pop, it says CL cries in a new interview regarding the struggles of making it in America. And when I click on it, like, the picture is gone. Like, you don't even see it. But you saw that was she was talking to somebody. She was in an interview. And the new variety show, Living the Double Life, aired its first episode on November 23rd, featuring Taeyang, CL, and Oh Young. While taking a this basically, I'm gonna break it down. She was crying about how she was struggling to become American pop. She wanted to be an American artist. She wanted to be over here too, working, doing her thing in pop or K-pop. She wanted to, be known over here too in America. She said she wanted to see women like her be over here as well. And she said it was so hard. It was like a struggle for her. And Taeyang said he felt sorry for her. Like, he really did feel bad for her when she was breaking up over the phone. So this is a very touching article. I'll put that link down there so you guys can see that. But yeah, she was really heartbroken about how it was hard for her. And to me, it shouldn't have been hard for CL. CL had all the support, right, from YG back in the day. So why was it hard for her to do a solo career in America? I mean, she became successful. She did become successful, but it took her a long time to get where she was at. So I want to bring that out too, as well.
I need you all in. It's everything or nothing now. You know what I came here for. I need you to give me more. Say you all in.
So I also want to bring out something too. She had a lot of unreleased songs too that I was waiting for. This is one of them. I was waiting for the song to come out. It never came out. I was so pissed. I'm not even gonna lie. And I really did want to hear those songs too that came from just the three of them, because I know Minzy had left and it was going to be a trio. I really want to hear these songs, and you know I'm not tripping because other people said it too. So let me read this down here to you guys real quick. Like, literally says down here, the fact that she has over 100 unreleased songs and why you wouldn't let her release any of them. Yeah. I don't know how many of them, but this was one of them. And I was so pissed, y'all. I just wish that maybe, hopefully, these songs will get released when she goes back underneath YG, because man, it's just crazy. The talent in this video, y'all, the talent. Get into the other part of them, and I hate to do this, but there is a Korean beauty standard over there. and everywhere you go out, there's a beauty standard. But we're talking about K-pop, so we have to keep it on K-pop. I'm be honest with you, before I get into this topic, I can care less about American beauty standards, even though I'm American. I can care less about European or African or Korean. That doesn't matter to me. I believe that you can enhance your looks with makeup if you want to, but like I said earlier in the video, I'm not against plastic surgery, but I'm not for it either, because that's cutting on your body parts and it's very dangerous. Anything can happen to you. You can lose your life on the table due to plastic surgery. That has happened to people. Go research it, look it up. I'm not making this up. People have lost their life to plastic surgery. And also with my viewpoint on plastic surgery, you're cutting off something that you don't like. So you have some type of, hate to say it, but self-hate going on, because something about you don't like. So I hate to get in this topic. I know a lot of people hate this topic, especially when I talk about K-pop stars. They don't want me to talk about the look, but this plays a very important major role into why I'm talking about this next member, because she probably was going through maybe thinking that she wasn't beautiful. Like I stated, I showed you the pictures of 281 earlier, and to me, with them without the makeup, they look like a everyday woman. They look like a girl next door, cute, adorable, beautiful. So that's just my viewpoint on beauty. That's how I see beauty. But I'm gonna show you this person YouTube channel name, and the name of the title of this video is why are Koreans beauty standards so high? Street interview. I'm just gonna play a portion of this guy's what they see over there as Korean beauty, and then y'all can go see the rest. I'm not gonna play his portion.
Face.
Symmetrical.
Yeah.
약간 키도 크고 잘생겼고, 뭐 연예인 쪽으로는 비율을 굳이 들자면 뭐 차은우라든가 김수현 같은 분들 많이 좋아하시고, 요즘 드라마 쪽에서는 선재 없고 튀어의 남자 주인공분, 네, 그런 스타일 약간 좋아하시는 것 같아요.
And what are the beauty standards like for Korean women?
한국에서 이상적인 여성상은 보통 고양이상이나 강아지상, 아니면 약간 귀여운 스타일 분들 좋아하시고, 추 아니면 요즘 뭐 대세인 카리나나 윈터 스타일, 뭐 아니면 예원 뭐 이런 거.
Really tall, like good body, big eyes also, and I guess that's all. I don't know.
I would say the skin, like if you're really pale and have a flawless skin, they really like it, I would say.
I would also say the pale skin, and lately I've noticed it's the bigger eyes.
Then we have K-pop star Park Bom, who's a part of the group. A lot of the fans were drastically looking at her appearance. It have changed over the years. I'm just going to scroll and let you see it for yourself. To me, like I state, Park Bom was always beautiful. And I hate to show these pictures, but she has been through a lot. It says that it's hard for the maintain a diet, suffering from ADD, attention deficit disorder. She has dealt with a lot. I know she dealt with, DRUG as well. I don't want to get into that, but she overcome that. And it's very hard for me to talk about this, because this woman is very beautiful, and she shouldn't have went through what she went through, but we know what she was going through, because she was a part of this group, and we know what the pressure of beauty standards. Everybody always talk about, they don't want you talking about the Korean beauty standards, but the Korean beauty standards is not easy to maintain. Let's keep it 100. And I don't think it was easy for none of the young ladies in the group. So having a disorder and then dealing with that, having depression, this will force you to go into plastic surgery. And it's not just over there. There's American beauty standards too that forces women over here to do plastic surgery as well. But like I state, this woman was beautiful. She didn't need that. And they basically was letting her know you didn't need to do plastic surgery. So I want to bring that out too with this particular member. She went through a lot as well. All of them did. Now I want to play this clip of a video for you guys. Sandara was talking about how strict it was to be in a relationship. I mean, she wasn't in a relationship, but she was accused of having romance with G-Dragon. And I remember that time frame, and it wasn't even like that. But it just goes to show you, if y'all did not know, YG had very, very strict rules on dating. I mean, that company had very strict rules. The dude did not want you to even look at each other. He didn't want you to have each other's phone number. You couldn't be in the same area as the other guys underneath YG. It's crazy. There's like a whole article on it online about strict rules of dating in YG. It's crazy. I was like, well, no wonder everybody went buck wild crazy when they get with somebody. But let me play this video for you guys.
근데 사장님한테 이 폰을 왜 뺏겼던 거예요?
네, 제가 뺏긴 이유는 권지용 때문에 뺏겼습니다.
지드래곤? 진짜?
네.
그럼 여기서 밝히는 거예요, 오늘 둘이?
네. 권지용과 무슨 일이 있었나요?
지드래곤을 권지용이라 그러니까 되게 있어 보이는데.
아니, 제가 그 당시에
우리 보통 GD라고 부르는데.
네,
GD라고 하는데.
아, 그때 제가 데뷔하고 사실 인기가 굉장히 많았어요. 여기저기서 연락이 많이 왔었는데 사실 사장님한테는 숨기잖아요. 숨기는데 제가 남자분들 연락 와도 쌩까요. 그래서 답장도 안 하고 전화도 안 받고 그러는데 굉장히 속상했던 한 남자분이 G드래곤실에 만나서 하소연을 했대요. 가라 누나 연락이 안 돼 이러면서 술 마시면서 막 얘기를 했다는데 그 얘기를 듣고 GD씨는 기분이 너무 좋았대요. 왜냐면 이제 YG에서 나온 첫 여자 그룹이고 우리의 자랑인데 우리 누나가 이런
인기가 있는
이런 분을 깠다. 뻥 찼다. 그게 너무 기분이 좋아서 회사에
잘 나가는 사람이야.
누구지? 회사에
누나였어.
소문을 막 그때 시대 누구 있었는지 한번 했는데 회사에 소문을 막 내면서 막 아예 우리 누나가 이랬대 막 이렇게 얘기를 했는데 사장님 귀에까지 간 거죠. 그러니까 사장님이 찌릿 이것들이 남자랑 연락을 하고 있었구나 생각에
그래서 이제 조사에 착수한 거구나.
저 그래서 핸드폰을 뺏어 가졌습니다.
그러면 그 당시에 진짜 휴대폰 없이 사셨던 거예요?
아니 색깔별로 다 있었.
요거 핑크색이
롤리팝은 무슨 색깔 있었죠?
파란색도 있고
파란색도
검정색도
있고.
있어요.
커봐요.
그래서 한 몇 달은 휴대폰 없이 지냈었어요.
그럼 GD가 되게 미안했겠다. 자기 때문에 핸드폰 뺏기고.
뭐 미안한 거는 잘 모르는 것 같기도 하고.
평소에 좀 말이 많아요? GD가?
좀
So did y'all hear that? Very strict. That man over there did not play when it came to dating. That's why I said I really do feel, and all of them have strict dating. But from what my understanding is, it's not as bad as YG. But my understanding, let me know if I'm wrong, YG had one of the most severe, strict rules it came to dating. And he did not play. So I want to bring that out because Sandara had brought that out. It says Sandara Park reveals CL cries so much after 281's Coachella reunion. I think she had this anxiety that this moment would never come again. So no doubt they probably was overwhelmed. I was happy to see them perform at Coachella. It was amazing to see that performance, just to see them together. So I was happy. Now, going back to them going back to YG. I really don't know how I feel about this. I don't know. I really do hope the best for them. I still am going to support them no matter what. But this is what I think. This is my final thoughts. I don't know if you guys know, but YG is not doing very well right now financially. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this article out because everybody has been talking about this for a while now. I have seen it. The views and stuff like that for YG, like, you know, up and coming artists are down. They're not really that high. So you can tell. I always say that go to YouTube and look at the views. The views is pretty much higher for Blackpink, but not for their other artists that they have out there. So that's how you can tell. Is YG Entertainment going bankrupt? Low operating profit draws attention. I think YG needs to launch a rookie boy group soon. And that's what they need, because Big Bang is not here. let's go ahead and say that. They might as well go ahead and disband. There's only 3 of them left. And I believe G-Dragon is leaving. So I might as well go ahead and say that group is gone. This is with the reveal of YG Entertainment QT Operating profit for 2024, netizens are wondering if the entertainment label is at risk of bankruptcy. It was shared that during the month of April to June, the company made about 300 million KRW, or about 217,000 US dollars. That's not a lot. Titled Blackpink on a hiatus, YG Entertainment only earned 300 million won in operating profit in the second quarter. With the departure of Blackpink's members from the label for individual promotions, it seems that YG's biggest source of income was really dependent on the girl group. While the label does still have artists like TRTUH, AKMU, Winner, and Rookie Girl group Baby Monster, they just don't bring in the same kind of revenue that Blackpink did. Didn't I just say that? The people who they have right now underneath them is not making that money for them. Okay? There go the graph right there. They said the label reportedly does still have a market cap of 600 billion KRW, 434 million US dollars. So it's unlikely that they're actually at the risk of bankruptcy. But still, such a drastic decrease in their revenue so quickly is definitely a shock, and only time will tell if they will be able to bounce back from the loss of Blackpink's members. Here's how Korean netizens are reacting to the information. So this is what they said. So here's the English version. Now it says, from the beginning, the current YG was not created by Hyun-Suk, by Teddy and Big Bang. Thank you. Honestly, without Blackpink, YG would be an unremarkable company. Young, I don't know how to pronounce his name, ruined everything. Where are Baby Monster and what are they doing? YG will continue like this for a while. Baby Monster is still a rookie group, and TRTUH, Akamu, and Winner are not groups that make a lot of money. I think YG needs to launch a rookie boy group soon. Do you think YG Entertainment is in trouble? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So if you're in denial and you're wondering what's going on, I've been watching YG for years, and after what happened with Big Bang and 281, it was not good. It was not good. And the group that's saving them is Blackpink. And right now they're not there. So everybody, nobody had to tell me this. I saw it see for myself. So I want to bring that information out to you guys. They don't have Blackpink right there at the moment. They're doing their solo careers. Big Bang is not there. I was looking to see if the Big Bang disbanded, because I felt like they disbanded already, because they're not really doing anything because of all the issues and drama around that group. I haven't really seen them doing anything. So Baby Monster is not bringing in the money like how they wanted to. So I feel like they're using 281. And they know that 281 wants to be with each other, because all of 281 music is underneath YG label. So I want to let you guys know that as well. It's underneath YG. So I feel like they also want to, perform their songs for their concert, and they can't do that unless they have the okay from the dude that's over YG. That's my theory. That's what I think. And that's the rumor, is that YG is not doing very well, and he's using them. That's what I feel like. He's using them until Blackpink comes back. That's what I feel. Yeah, that's my thoughts on why I feel like they're going back to YG. I think they want to perform with each other, because they look at each other as sisters. They still hang with each other, despite that the group disbanded in 2016. They're still together. You see that they, perform together at Coachella. But I really do believe that he's using them for a bag. Okay, just gonna put that out there. What are your thoughts? Are y'all happy about this? I am excited. I'm excited to be they're back together. I just hope that he treats them with a lot of respect. I hope he doesn't disrespect them. I hope he doesn't mistreat them. That's all that I'm concerned about. That's it. But I'm happy that they are reuniting again together. I'm very happy about that. I love these girls. I really do. Y'all don't understand. So I'm so happy that this group is going to be performing. I can't wait. They say that they might be coming across the seas, so I'm excited. So what are your thoughts down below? I need to know. But as for now, just see y'all later. Peace.
Show me what you care me for.